there's a big hit right there too.
Oh, got that one.
That's a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay. Bluegill swim bait. Your bass just came and ate that whole thing. Sweet. That was a fun catch. Hey, good morning, guys. Jeremy with Fishing Lone Star. Welcome back to another episode. Today we are talking weedless presentations and how to fish around a lot of vegetation. Most of you guys are probably used to fishing some ponds or lakes with a lot of hydrilla, a lot of grass, and weedless matters to get in and out of that grass because that's where the fish are. So today we're going to talk about throwing a lot of presentations that have to do with just that, a lot of weedless setups. We're going to be throwing weedless swim baits, we're going to be throwing some Senkos possibly, maybe some shaky head worms if we can get away with it with the grass, but today's video will be all about different techniques on how to catch fish in grass. So we're definitely going to get in the weeds. Yes, pun intended. We're going to get in the weeds on some of those details, but we're out here at Bourne Lake, a private water fishing property. It is loaded with tons of big bass. This property has been built in mind with catching big fish. The cool part is if you catch a big fish, you get to ring the bell right here. Ring my bell, ring my bell. So that's what we hope to do, is get on some big fish, show you how to fish and weedless and around a lot of weedless presentations around a lot of hydrilla and a lot of grass. So let's go in the water, see if we can do just that. Let's go. I think I came up an 8 Senko, it's a green pumpkin, 6-inch, true center stick by Eggs on Lures. Not a bad little fish. See if we can get some bigger ones. So we're throwing a weightless stick bait. Sometimes the 5-inch version is too light, so I stepped up to the 6-inch version because we got a little bit of wind. Gives me a little bit extra weight to get down in some of the grass. A little bit extra weight in my cast as well. Mind of that fish. There's one. So that was a little subtle bite. Actually felt almost like a bluegill. But another one on the Senko. So I'll show you with that bait how I like to work it with the 6-inch Senko. So it's obviously gonna sink, but slowly. And as it's sinking, it's just gonna kind of undulate down in the water. So then I reel in kind of my slack, and then just give it a couple pops with the rod tip. And what that'll do is it'll just kind of shoot it back up, and then it'll kind of flutter back down again. And then I reel in my slack, pop it up again, maybe once or twice, and then roll my slack, and just kind of work the bait back to you by, popping it up in the air and then letting it sink again. And that seems to normally work. Alright, let's switch it on. Swim bait. We caught a couple of fish on the Senko, now we just switched over to a paddle tail swim bait. This is the Swammer, a 4-inch version in 309 is the color. It's one of the best colors just because it imitates both kind of a shad and a bluegill, mainly a bluegill. And out here, this is the main forage is bluegill. So it's a great little swim bait. It's got a great action on the tail, and this is a 5/0 hook. The reason why I like it is because A, it's weedless, 2, it's got this keel on the bottom that displaces water really well, and 3, because of that deep hook and how deep and far back it is on the bait. Literally, just said it. And here Ronnie is catching one on the paddle tail swim bait. Nice. He's also throwing the 309 color. So with the weightless Senko, I was throwing that 7.3 medium heavy rod, also fast action. But with the swim bait, I'm throwing a heavy 7.3 tactical elite rod, also fast action. The heavier tip is just a little more of a stout rod, especially throwing a moving bait with a big gauge hook. With that Senko, you can definitely get away with the medium heavy with the tactical elite rod. It's still very sensitive and has a good swift hook set when you're throwing a weightless Senko. So those would be my 2 options or recommendations I would make with both the Senko and the paddle tail swim bait. There we go. Rolling down the paddle tail. Had that song playing in my head. Ring my bell, ring my bell. Like, so eager to ring the bell. Like, I even let that one take it for a minute. There's a big hit right there too.
Oh, got that one.
That's a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay. Nah, I'm just grabbing this up. Oh, he got a mouthful. Pretty cool. Bluegill swim bait. Bass just came and ate that whole thing. Sweet. That was a fun catch. This is a weedless bluegill from Smash Tech, a Texas company. Awesome little profile. Yeah.
Swim bait's doing pretty good.
Yeah, got him on the paddle tail, back to back. Other one too, he's got some flights in there. Alright guys, we had a fun time out here at Boren Lake with private water fishing, and I told you earlier we were going to throw both paddle tail swim baits and Senkos, and that's what we did. There's a lot of hydro in this lake, so we needed weedless presentations. The Egg Zone Swammer, the 4-inch with an EWG weedless hook, caught the majority of the fish, but we also caught a lot on the True Center Stick by Egg Zone. Now the key though was, because it was pretty windy and we were throwing a weightless worm, was to throw the 6-inch version, not necessarily the 5-inch version. The 6-inch gives you a little more weight. It's able to get down in the grass, which is where the fish were. So we either brought the swim bait above the grass or threw the stick bait into the grass. And between these two, we were able to catch the majority of the fish. So that was it. Hopefully these tips were helpful for you to go catch fish in a lot of the weeds and in the grass, where a lot of you are probably fishing in ponds and lakes, etc., but that's also where the fish are. So you got to get in there, and these two definitely do the trick. Thanks for checking out this video. Please like, please subscribe, please comment below. Let me know what you're also doing to catch fish in and around grass. If somebody told you today, God loves you, and so do I. Peace out.
And there's some good shad in here too. Pretty good sized bluegill there.